Illinois' eviction moratorium expires July 24th. That's a week from Saturday, and it means a lot of people could face notices to move out.
But there is help that's available, and Anthony Simpkins is the president and CEO of Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, and he is joining us live tonight. Anthony, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it here. You're trying to avoid the similar impact of the housing crisis that we saw way back in 2008. I know you've been at this for a very long time. Do you see similarities here, or do you feel we're better positioned now?
Well, some of the most recent statistics indicate that as many as 6.4 million people across the country are behind in their rent. And at least half of those have indicated through census data that they fear eviction over the next few months after the moratorium ends. However, the good news is that there are a number of resources available for renters and homeowners too, who may be facing eviction or foreclosure. The Neighborhood Housing Services is administering a number of rental assistance grants as well as mortgage assistance grants. You can find information on that at our website, nhschicago.org, or you can call us at 773-329-4111. The Cook County, the state of Illinois, and the city of Chicago all have assistance programs that they're administering to help people that are facing being behind in their rent or being behind in their mortgage. So there is help out there for people.
So Anthony, you're saying all is not lost, and it's not too late because it's next week, right?
All is not lost. And for residents in Chicago, the city of Chicago also passed a COVID protection ordinance as well, which provides some additional time for renters who fell behind in their rent because of the pandemic. It provides them some additional time to try and work out an alternative to eviction with their landlords. And you can go on the City of Chicago's website for the Department of Housing, and there's information on the COVID eviction protection ordinance as well.
So we should be specific. These are folks who have been impacted by the pandemic, not just people who are behind on their rent.
That's correct. Most of the, in fact, all of the assistance programs require you to show that you were affected directly by the pandemic. You lost hours at work, you lost your job, you had to care for someone who was pandemic affected, you got sick yourself, that kind of stuff. And that this is not a matter of you being behind upon your rent or your mortgage prior to the pandemic starting. So around March of last year.
You're finding that a lot of people are simply moving to other locations because they can't afford the rent here. So you're taking this door to door. What kinds of responses are you getting from people and what kinds of questions do they bring to you?
Well, the fact that you point out that the cost of living generally, when it comes to housing, has been rising over several years for low and moderate income people, especially in the city of Chicago. The sort of cost burden for maintaining a home has been going up. What that means, however, is that when we're door knocking and we're outreaching to people want to stay where they are. Certainly homeowners do. They want to avoid eviction, but renters as well. We're doing a particular focus on properties that have between 2 and 4 units, because those represent about a third of all of the rental units in the city of Chicago. Most are located in Black and brown communities. Most are owned by Black and brown owner occupants who live in the properties, and they're also the least likely to be able to afford lost rent. And their tenants are also the most likely to be in those occupations that were hardest hit by the pandemic. So both the landlord and the tenant are in need of assistance, and there is assistance out there available for both.
All right, nhschicago.org, nhschicago.org. Anthony Simpkins, President and CEO of Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago. Be safe, be well.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.